Yes, guys, how we all doing? And welcome back to the channel. And if you are new around here and you enjoy football betting and you enjoy this video, if this is your first time watching, then please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now, in this video, as always, around this sort of time of the week, this video is me going through the Premier League fixtures for the weekend. We have a Friday night game, we have Saturday, Sunday, and I think there's a Monday night game as well. So we'll quickly go through them and I'll give my favorite prediction for each one. And I'll also give you 4 extra matches for Saturday, which are going to be goal fests. So I expect goals to happen in them 4 matches. And there's a few markets you can look out for them, which I'll go into more detail once we're inside the laptop. Here we go. We are in the computer. Quick reminder of the scores from the first game week in the Prem. You know, we had the Liverpool game on Friday. Great start to the Prem. 4-2. You know, I did say Bournemouth defence is going to be very shite this year. So their best form of defence is attack. And they nearly had Liverpool there. They nearly had them. But their defence let them down. But it was a good game. City smashing Wolves. Spurs started off well against Burnley. With the West Ham game, I was there. And oh my God. What a shite game. The first half, we looked pretty. I mean, we didn't look good in the first half, but we had a lot of the ball. We looked okay. I thought we might nick one um, in the second half, but then in the second half, it was just the same crap, and Sunderland took advantage of it. We were so boring. We can't pass. Next game, Brighton and Fulham, as expected. I thought it was going to be a draw. I don't know if I said in my video draw, but I was expecting a draw, but I did say both teams to score 1-1. Villa versus Newcastle, I expected a lot more from this game. I'm not gonna lie. I thought both teams would be going for it. It was a shite game, 0-0. Man U looked very good. I won't lie. They lost 1-0, but they did look a lot better than last season. Their signings played well. Forest 3-1, as expected. Chelsea and Crystal Palace 0-0. Now, I mean, Palace are on a high after getting the Community Shield and that, but I did expect more from Chelsea. Leeds 1-0. Yeah, I'd go with that. In my little prediction league, I had Leeds to win 2-0. But yeah, let's have a look at the bets for this weekend. Right, I'm doing this in the Bet365 account. As I explained in my other video, I don't do any bets on here. I have just £10 in here. I have that £10 in here so I can watch free streams, but I don't actually place any bets on here. I'm just using it in the video because the interface is just very easy. So, first game. First game, we have the Chelsea game, West Ham versus Chelsea, Friday night. I'll be there. Like I said a moment ago, we are looking absolutely shite. At the moment, we have no attack. We just keep passing until we lose the ball, and then they just explode on the counter. And Chelsea are going to take full advantage of that. So unfortunately, I will be expecting the Chelsea win here, and their odds are 1.66. And to be honest, that is very generous because we look very bad at the moment. We have no centre mids. Well, I mean, we do, but they're slow as anything. Chelsea are just going to ride through us. So I would personally go for the Chelsea win. Another thing I would look at as well. Cole Palmer has not scored in open play for 8 months now. And when there's normally a stat like this and that player is about to play West Ham, I think we're just cursed because it then happens. So he will break that curse against us. Cole Palmer will score without a doubt. I mean, the odds of that to score is 2.3, which isn't great. To score or assist is 1.61. So I would look at one of them, to be honest, because it's very likely going to happen. Another option you have is shots on target. Cole Palmer over 1.5 shots on target, 2.62. That's pretty nice. So yeah, that would be my options for West Ham versus Chelsea. I'll put it all into an ACCA. If I was to pick one, let's go with we'll do the Chelsea win, unfortunately. Man City versus Tottenham is the early kickoff. Both started very well. I mean, the odds for Tottenham 6.25. I do think they'll score. I do think Spurs will score. I mean, if City's defence hasn't improved compared to their defence was a bit shite last year. Tottenham looked good going forward. I would do both teams to score in this one personally. Let's have a look at the odds. No, is it not going to search it for me? Where is it? Where's both teams to score? Yes, 1.57. I would go for that. Next game we have Bournemouth versus Wolves. I mean, Bournemouth should get this one, but again, their defense is leaky as hell. I would go with goals. Let's go with goals. Oh, can we do Bournemouth over 1.5? That's what I was looking at earlier. Where is it? God, I said I'd choose this website, so it's a bit more straightforward, but it's not. Right, there we go. Over 1.5 Bournemouth. You know, Wolves conceded. How many did they concede the other day? They conceded 4 to City, and they're at home. Bournemouth scored 2 away at Liverpool. So let's go Bournemouth to score over 1.5 goals, and odds are 1.72 for that one. The next one we have is Brentford versus Villa. I mean, going by last week, I was not impressed with Villa. I mean, I suppose they did go down to 10 men, didn't they? They did go down to 10 men, and that ruined it a bit. Brentford's result was 3-1 to Forest. I would go maybe double chance with Villa on this one. Double chance, draw Villa. I mean, the odds are crap. Or you could do draw no bet. That's what I done last week. We're going to go... Let's just go double chance 1.36 with Villa. I mean, the odds ain't great, but it's a little bit safer. Okay, and then the next game we have is Burnley versus Sunderland. Oh, man, Sunderland obviously smashed us 3-0. They're going to be full of confidence. Their odds are 3.5. Burnley, they got smashed by Tottenham, but it's hard to say. That one is hard to say. I would... What's the goals market saying? Over 1.5 goals is 1.44. Yeah, we'll go for that. Considering Sunderland put 3 past us and Burnley conceded a ton, it makes sense. It makes sense. Let's go for over 1.5 goals in that. Then we have Arsenal versus Leeds. I can only see an Arsenal win here. The odds are a bit shite. So I might go for, let's have a look, maybe a -1 handicap. Where is it? Where is it? It's not that one, is it? Where is it? Handicap result, -1 Arsenal. So they've got to win by 2 or more goals. That's odds of 1.72. We've got Palace versus Forest. Obviously, Palace was 0-0. Forest won 3-1. I can see both teams scoring this one. That's 1.8. Palace, Everton versus Brighton. Everton was shite the other day against Leeds. Ooh, what was Brighton's score? Brighton was 1-1. Oh, this is going to be another draw, isn't it? It's going to be another draw. Let's go both teams to score, because I can see another 1-1. I really can. And next one we have Fulham versus Man U. Like I said earlier, I was really impressed with Man United the other day. They look a lot better, and I think they'll get their first win here. As long as they play like they did against Arsenal, they should win this one. So we're going with the Man U win. And then on Monday, Newcastle versus Liverpool. If only Isak went to Liverpool by the time this happened, that would have been quality, but that won't be happening just yet. I think they'll drag out that transfer all the way until like the last few days of the transfer window, and then it'll happen. But Liverpool versus Newcastle Monday night. It's one of them games because it's under the lights, 8 p.m. kickoff. The fans will be well up for it. I wouldn't be surprised if Newcastle get something here. But it's going to be a lively game. I'm going to go over 2.5 goals with odds of 1.57. So if you did want to put them all into one big ACCA, parlay, whatever you want to call it, you are looking at odds of 160. So £10 will give you £1,600. 1,600. £1 will give you 160. £2, 320 quid. But like I always say, if you're going to do the whole lot, just treat it as a fun bet because it's very, very unlikely that's going to happen. Me personally, if I was you, I would pick maybe 2 of them and do a double, and you get odds of about 3, so treble your money. But to be fair, a lot of these, their odds are very good. You could do them as singles. You could pick out a couple and do singles. You get better odds on the Betfair exchange. Like both teams to score here 1.8 on the day on the Betfair exchange. It's probably going to be about 1.9. Man U to win is probably about 2.2 on the exchange. So if you are going to do singles, pick a couple, do them on the exchange, and you get better odds. Right, so that's them ones done. Now we're going to give you the games which I expect lots of goals to happen. So for all 4 of these games, you've got a few choices. You can do over 2.5 goals. You can do a first half goal. And if it's 0-0 at half time, you can look at over 1.5 goals or goal lines. But me personally, I'll be watching them and I'll be looking at the first half goal market when odds reach about 1.7, as long as the game is lively. But if you can't do it in play, then check out over 2.5 goal market, okay? So basically, anything to do with goals, these are the games for you, okay? These are all on Saturday. So the first one is in Sweden, midday. It's BK Olympic versus Husqvarna. They're 18 games into the season, so there's plenty of stats to look at. They played each other in April. We had 5 goals there. If we look at their home, look at overall form, 3-0, 2-1, 2-0, 2-0, 1-1. At home, plenty of both teams scoring, which I like to see. But the main one here is Husqvarna away from home. Look at this, 3-3, 3-3, 6-1, 3-1, 3-3. So we should see plenty of goals. In terms of odds, over 2.5 goals at the moment is 1.5, but once it kicks off, that will increase pretty quickly. First half goal, there's not enough money in the market, so there's no odds here yet. But I imagine once it kicks off, it probably be about 1.36. But once it hits around the 20th minute, we'll have 1.7. The next game is in Denmark, 1 p.m. Oh my God, what is this? We're calling B93 because that's what they're called on most betting websites. So B93 versus Colding. Again, this is what we like to see. I mean, their last game was only 1-0, but before that, it was 5-1, 4-1, 10-0, 2-1. And then for Colding, it's been 2-2, 3-2, 2-0, 4-0, 3-1. Home is all good. Away is all good. Last played each other in March. It was 3-0. Before that, it was a bit shit, but that was last year, so don't worry about that. So yeah, there's the next game. And then I wanted to pick a game for the 3 p.m. kickoffs, something in England, and I've gone with the Wrexham versus Sheffield Wednesday game. They've only played 2 games so far, plus 1 cup game each, but we look at Wrexham. Their 3 games so far this season have been 2-1, 3-3, 3-2. So plenty of goals, both teams scoring. We look at Sheffield Wednesdays, it's been 2-1, 3-3, 3-0. So as long as this continues for both teams, we should see goals. And the odds for over 2.5 goals for this one are bloody juicy already. 1.83, and the ball hasn't even been kicked yet. So that's a very, very good one there. I really like the look of that. Them odds are very solid. A first half goal already is 1.37, so that will reach 1.7. Sorry, did I say 1.7 already? It's 1.37 already. I think I said that anyway, but whatever. So 1.7 should be reached probably after about 15 minutes. And going back to the B93 game, I didn't show you, did I? The odds of over 2.5 is 1.62. So, and it's already juicy. Just like the Wrexham game, the odds are already decent. And the final game for you guys, excuse me, we are in Switzerland, 5 p.m. Zurich versus FC Fun. They have played 3 games each, plus 1 cup game. 3-2, 1-1, 2-1, 2-0, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. Plenty of goals, but when they play each other, we tend to see a lot of goals too. Although, you know what? Ignore that because it's 2020. Ignore me on that one because it's not even worth looking at. But their games so far, plenty of goals, and I love the Swiss league for betting as well. So keep an eye on that. That's at 5 p.m. Hope you enjoyed that. I tried to go through it as quick as possible for you guys. I don't want to bore you to death. If you're new around here and you're not yet subscribed, make sure you do. And if you did enjoy this video, please smash that like button because it helps massively. Comment below any bets you're doing. Good luck with all your bets, and I shall see you this time next week for another video. Take care. Take care. Take care.